another one is the Neogena, that is the New World. Now, Paleogena includes 4 realms or 4 regions. One is called as the Palearctic, the other one is the Ethiopian, Indian, as well as the Australian. Now, Palearctic actually includes, it is also called Temperate Eurasia. Ethiopian is the West Palearctic, which includes Africa. And Indian is the also called Middle Palearctic, which includes tropical Asia. And Australian, which includes, or which is also called as East Paleotropic. It includes Australia, New Guinea, as well as Tasmania. So basically, he divided this world into 2. One is called as the Old World, that is Paleogena, and the other one is called as Neogena. Now we will see what is Neogena. Neogena actually again is with reference to the New World. Under this category, he has divided them into 2 different regions or 2 different realms. One is called as a Nearctic and the other one is called as Neotropical. Nearctic all includes North America, Greenland, up to Mexico, whereas Neotropical actually it includes, that is a South America and south of Mexico. Now, these are the actually the 2 different what do you say, the regions or the creations that have been actually given by Sclater. Now, Sclater was the first scientist. He tried to work, or he tried to divide the world into 6 different regions or 6 different realms. Actually, his study was on the avial distribution, that is the bird fauna. So when he was actually dividing, when he was studying on the faunal distribution, what he did is he divided the world based on his study into 6 different regions or into 6 different realms. So he basically, the overall, he actually classified them into 2. One is called as a Paleogena, and the other one he called it as a Neogena. Under Paleogena, he included Palearctic, Ethiopian, Indian, as well as Australian. Whereas under Neogena, which is called as a New World, he included Nearctic as well as Neotropical. Later on, the scientist by name T.H. Huxley, in the year 1868, he grouped the different regions into 3 divisions. Whereas the Sclater divided them into 2 regions, Huxley divided them into 3 regions. Now, what are those? One is called as the Neogea, that is Neotropical, Notogea, which is Australian, and the third one is the Arctogea, which includes the rest of the world. So like this, he divided the world into 3 different regions called as the Neogea, Notogea, as well as the Arctogea. Now, after these 2 scientists, that is the Sclater as well as the Huxley, Wallace was the scientist. A.R. Wallace, in the year 1876, he actually is considered as the father of modern zoo geography. So he agreed with the Sclater's classification, but what he did is he proposed the name Oriental instead of the Indian and African instead of Ethiopian regions. Because of the earlier names represented countries and not the zoo geographical realms. So what he did is he was satisfied with the Sclater's classification, but he made 2 changes. One, what he told is, instead of the Indian region, actually it should be Oriental, and another one is instead of the Ethiopian, because Ethiopia corresponds to one particular country. So that is the reason why he said that instead of Ethiopian, we can include African. So likewise, even for Indian, since it includes the Indian only, particularly the Indian origin, so that is why instead of Indian, he tried to actually propose the name as Oriental. So that is how actually he has given again the world, or divided the world again into 6 different regions, same with reference to Sclater only. So he actually considered Sclater's classification and he proposed only the names. He suggested the names to be changed. So that is why even his classification actually consists of 6 zoo geographical realms or 6 zoo geographical regions. Now we will see what are the different regions under his classification. Now, the widely accepted modern classification of the land masses into different regions actually is given below, and this is based upon the Wallace as well as Darlington. So both of them actually worked on this. So later on, actually, Darlington also tried to give some of his views. So based on the views of Wallace as well as Darlington, now today, whatever the classification which is given, the modern classification which is given, is universally accepted throughout the world. So according to this particular classification, they are divided into 3 realms. One is called as a Megagea, then you have got the Neogea, and the third one is called as a Notogea. So under Megagea, they have included 4 regions. What are those? One is called as a Palearctic, Nearctic, African, that is also called Ethiopian, as well as the Oriental. Under Neogia, you have only Neotropical region, and under Notogia, you have Australian region. So that is how actually this is a modern accepted classification which was given together by the Wallace as well as the Darwin. Okay. Now we'll see one by one what are the different regions. So according to them, Palearctic region actually includes Europe, Russia, as well as Mediterranean region. Nearctic includes North America up to the middle of Mexico, and African, that is also called Ethiopian. It includes the Africa south of Sahara, and Oriental includes the tropical Asia. Whereas the Neogia has got only one realm, that is called as Neotropical. It includes South America, tropical Mexico, as well as the Caribbean islands. Whereas Notogia includes Australian region, which includes Australia, Tasmania, New Guinea, as well as the New Zealand. So this is how they have classified the world into 6 different regions. Now we'll see one by one what are the different regions. Now first one is the Palearctic region. Now this Palearctic region, so now we have already seen. So the first actually the classification you all know, that is zoogeography is nothing but it is a study of the distribution of the fauna, that is distribution of the animals throughout the world. So the first scientist actually who has given the concept of zoogeography was Sclater in the year 1857. So actually his the concept on zoogeography was based on his studies on the bird fauna. So what he did, he tried to actually give the or divide the world into 2 regions. One he called it as the Paleogenia, and the other one he called it as the Neogenia. According to Paleogenia, Paleogenia actually is called as the old world, whereas Neogenia is called as the new world. Paleogenia includes 4 realms, that is Palearctic, Ethiopian, Indian, as well as Australian. The Neogenia includes 2, which is called as a new world. It includes 2. One is called as a Nearctic, and the other one is called as Neotropical. Later on, later on, Huxley in the year 1868, he grouped or he divided the animals, you can say, or distributed the animals based on 3 different regions. So he said that the world, according to him, he has actually divided the world or given 3 different regions or 3 different divisions. One is called Neogia, Notogia, as well as Arctogia. Now, later on, A.R. Wallace in the year 1876, who is considered to be the father of modern zoogeography, he agreed with the classification of Slater, but he proposed to change the names. Like he tried to change the name or propose the name as Oriental instead of the Indian, and African instead of the Ethiopian. We'll see. Now we have seen what are the different the zoogeographical realms and how they are being classified. And according to the modern classification, which was given by Wallace as well as Darlington, and which is universally accepted, they have divided it into 3 realms. So the first realm is the Megagia, which includes 4 regions. Then second one is the Neogia, which includes only 1, that is new. Another one is the Notogia, which includes only 1 region. So at the Megagia, you have 4: Palearctic, Nearctic, African, and Oriental. And under Neogia, you have Neotropical, and under Notogia, you have got Australia. Now we'll see one by one what are the different the regions, and what are the different types of the fauna that you find under each region. With reference to the mammals, that is fishes, amphibians, reptiles, caves, as well as the mammals. Now the first region actually is called as the Palearctic region. Now this Palearctic region actually includes Europe, Russia, up to the Pacific coast, and also the Mediterranean up to the Sahara. So this is about the Palearctic. So the Palearctic region includes what? The Europe, it includes Russia, as also the Mediterranean. And here the climate is temperate and it is polar in the north. And Eastern Asia is temperate with the deciduous forest, whereas in the northern zone, you have the grassland, that is steppes, as well as the interior portion is arid. So that is the climate of the Palearctic. So where is actually the Palearctic region located? It includes the Europe, Russia, up to the Pacific coast, and also the Mediterranean up to the Sahara Desert. Now here, the climate is very, very temperate, and it is polar in the north. Eastern Asia, it is temperate with deciduous forest, and in the northern zone, there are grasslands, as well as the interior portion is arid. Now, we will see now what are the different types of actually the fauna with reference to the fishes, amphibians, reptiles, apes, and mammals. Or what are the different types of fishes, amphibians, reptiles, apes, and mammals that are found in this particular region. Now, coming to the fishes, now here the fish fauna has got a great affinity with the Nearctic region because here there is no endemic fish and the carp is the only dominant family that is found in this particular region. So you find a number of carps and it is a dominant family. Now there are carps such as you have carps are there, salmon, pipes, perches, eels, as well as the petromyzon that migrates from the sea to the rivers to breed and also the ammosid larva. So here the commonly known as the sand slipper, it lives in the mud as well as for several years. So these are the different types of actually the fishes that you find in this particular what we say region. So the fishes include what? Actually, the carps. Carps are the dominant family that is present here. Apart from these carps, okay, so there are carps, salmon is there, pikes, perches, eels, as well as the petromyzon. So these are some of the fishes actually that you find in this particular region. Now coming to the amphibia, now the amphibians actually are these are there are common newts, crested newts as well as the Spanish newts, and you have also all the alpine newts. So here in amphibians you find a number of newts are there, and also the Proteus is present, which lives in the European caves, and there are also European salamanders like salamandra, and a number of other species are also being present. Now, apart from these, the other amphibians that are found are frogs, toads, tree frogs, as well as the tree frogs. So these are some of the amphibians actually that are present or that are found in the Palearctic region. Then you have got the reptiles. Now in the reptiles again, you don't find any endemic reptilian family that is present over here. It includes the lizard. Then you have got the cynorus, alligator, sinensis. And apart from these, there are also, I mean, the lizards, snakes, typhlops, and the sand boa, trionyx, and also the turtles are being present. Then you have got the aves. About 53 families of aves or the birds are present in this particular region, and these are actually migratory. And all these birds actually have got a wide distribution, and they are shared with Nearctic, Oriental, as well as the African regions also. Now, some of the aves includes pheasants, and then you have finches, warblers, seabirds, geese. Then you have got the cranes, terns, and also the goods. Hedge sparrow actually is restricted to this particular region. So these are the some of the different what do you say the bird fauna that you find in the Palearctic region. Then next you have got the mammals. About 33 families of these mammals are present in this particular region. They are rabbits, mice. Then you have got the dogs are there, shrews, squirrels, as well as the cat. Now, the animals that are restricted to the old world, actually they include hedgehog are there, porcupine, then you have giant panda, hyena, as well as the pigs, So these are some of the mammals actually that are found in the Palearctic region. So the Palearctic region actually includes what? It includes the Europe, it includes Russia up to the Pacific coast, and also Mediterranean up to the Sahara. Here the climate is temperate and it is polar in nature in the northern region, and in the Eastern Asia it is temperate with a number of deciduous forests, and in the northern zone there are a number of grasslands called as the steppes, and also the interior portion of it is arid. Now, with reference to the different, the fauna, a number of fishes, amphibians, reptiles, apes, and mammals are present. Now, we'll see what are the different mammals. Now, mammals, we all just now I've already told you, mentioned that there are about 33 families of the land mammals are being present, and they include rabbits, mice, dogs, shrews, squirrels, as well as the cat. Now, apart from that, some of the animals that are restricted to the old world, they include hedgehog, porcupine, then giant panda, hyena, as well as the pigs. Then 4 families of these mammals are also shared with the Nearctic in the form of beavers, jumping mice, then you have flying squirrels, mole, as well as the African talpa. Then endemic mammals includes the rat as well as the camel. African are the wild horses, that is the predominantly found only in the Africa. Then next you have got the aves. Now aves, about 53 families of birds or the aves are present. They are all migratory in nature, And these aves are commonly found. They are also found in the Nearctic, Oriental, as well as African region. They include the pheasants, finches, wrens, warblers, seabirds, geese, birds of prey, cranes, terns, as well as the gulls. Now coming to reptiles. Now the reptiles, actually there is no endemic reptilian family that is reported from here. But the other common reptiles that are found includes the lizards. Then you have the Saurus, alligators, and snakes, typhlops, sand boa, and as well as the trionyx, along with the turtles. Now, amphibians include common newts. Then you have the crested newts as well as the Spanish newts are also present. Then you also have a Proteus, that is a colored person which is blind. Then along with the salamanders, uh, then followed by frogs, toads, tree frogs, as well as the tree frogs. Okay. Then coming to the fishes. Now you have fishes. A number of fishes are there, but the most common fishes that is dominant in this particular region are the carps. So along with the carps, you find salmon, pikes, perches, eels, and as well as the petromyzon. So these are some of the, what is it, the fauna that is actually seen in the Palearctic region. So with reference to mammals, with reference to aves, reptiles, amphibians, as well as the fishes. Coming to the sub-regions of the Palearctic region. Now, this Palearctic region again further divided into different regions, like it includes European region, Mediterranean region, Siberian region, as well as the Manchurian region. Now, European region actually, it includes Northern as well as the Central Europe, then Black Sea. The fauna here includes the hedgehog, shrew, mole, as well as the myogale, which is actually a mammal. The Mediterranean region includes the Southern Europe, Arabian Sea, Asia Minor, Afghanistan, Balochistan, as well as the parts of Russia. Now, the fauna that is present or that is dominant in this particular region is the civets, hyena, as well as the hyrax. Now, the Siberian region, subregion, it includes Northern Asia, north of Himalaya, having extreme climatic conditions, and the fauna is here. You find yak, musk deer, mole, freshwater, seal. Then next you have the Manchurian. Now the Manchurian region actually includes Mongolia, Japan, Korea, Manchuria, Tibet, as well as the northern China. And the fauna that is found here is the Tibetan langur. Then you have giant panda, Chinese water, the deer, as well as the tufted deer. So these are some of the, so actually not only the world has been divided, the scientists have divided the world based on the distribution of the animals into different 6 regions, but apart from that, again, each region has been divided into different sub-regions. Now, till now we have seen what is a Palearctic region. So that is the first region that we have seen, and this Palearctic region again divided into 4 sub-regions. Regions like in the form of European, Mediterranean, Siberian, as well as Manchurian. And what is the climate over here we have seen, and also what are the different fauna with reference to the fishes, amphibians, reptiles, aves, and mammals. So what are the different types of these, what do you say, fauna or the animals that are distributed or that are present in this particular region we have observed. Now, next region is your Nearctic region. Now, the Nearctic region actually includes the North American continent up to the middle of Mexico. So the Nearctic actually is present for, it includes the North American continent up to the middle of the Mexico. The climate over here is temperate with an Arctic edge. And here you find grasslands in the middle of the continent. And the western part is arid with mountains as well as a coniferous forest. So this is about the Nearctic region, the climate of the Nearctic region. So where is Nearctic region located, or what are the regions that come under the Nearctic is? It includes the North American continent, the whole North American continent. It includes up to the middle of the Mexico. And here the climate is very temperate, and there are also grasslands in the middle of the continent. And but the western part is arid, containing mountains as well as a coniferous forest. Now we'll see what are the different fauna with reference to mammals, fishes, amphibians, reptiles are present. Now coming to the mammals, now the Nearctic region includes about 24 families of the land mammals, means the mammals which are present on the land. So it includes about how many? 24 families. Now they are all endemic mammals, and here they include what? They include the rodents. So these mammals are nothing but they are rodents, pocket mice, then you have the pocket gophers, mountain beavers, then you have prongons, as well as the, what do you say, the sea wellen. So these are some of the endemic mammals. Now, apart from this, they also have beavers, moles, pikas, as well as the jumping mice. Then the neotropical species that have crossed over to North America are the marsupials. Now, the marsupials are also there, like opossum you have, shrew opossum, as well as the nine-banded armadillo, also tree marsupial. So these are also included in this. Okay. Then there are some other mammals which are present over here, namely shrews, rabbits, squirrels, mice, cats, bats, deers, as well as the bovids. So these are some of the mammals actually that are present or in this or found in this particular region, that is a Nearctic region. So where is this Nearctic region located? It is located or it includes the North American continent up to the middle of Mexico. And here the temperature is very climate, and here there you have got the grasslands that is also present. Apart from this, the western part is totally arid with mountains as well as a coniferous forest. Now coming to the different fauna. Now the mammals, about 24 families of these land mammals are being present, and the endemic mammals include, just I told you that it includes rodents. Then you have got the mice, that is pocket mice, pocket gophers are there, and mountain beavers. Apart from that, pongons and civils are also present. Then pediatric elements actually include beavers, moles, pikas, and jumping mice. Then you have the neotropical species that have crossed over to this North America are they are in the form of marsupials. Like you have opossum, shrew opossum, that is that you have armadillo, that is dasypus, and also the tree marsupial. There are also some mammals of wide range distribution which have come from other places. They include shrews, rabbits, squirrels, mice, cats, bats, bears, as well as the wolves. So this is with reference to the mammals. Now coming to the birds. Now they say that about 49 families of these birds are present in this particular region, out of which only 39 species of them are widely distributed. Now, exclusively the birds are they are red cardinals, hummingbirds. Then you have tanagers as well as the wild turkeys, golden plover, which have migrated from the Europe. So these are some of the birds. So about 49 families of the birds are there, but 39 apart from this, out of which 39 of them only are widely distributed. So what are those birds which are exclusively found in this particular region? Includes the red cardinals, hummingbirds are there, tanagers are there, and you have got the wild turkeys. The next is what? Reptiles. Now coming to reptiles, you have turtles, then you have got the non-poisonous snakes, garter snakes, then you have rattlesnakes, geckos. Geckos are nothing but the lizards. Then you have horned lizards, dimbless lizards, then horned toad, as well as the alligator. And also Gila monster is also exclusive to this region. So you find Gila monster only to this particular region. So this is all about the reptiles. So what are the different reptiles that are being present in this particular region? These are the turtles. Then you have number of non-poisonous snakes, which includes non-poisonous garter snakes are there, rattlesnakes, geckos, horned lizards, dimbless lizards. Then you have horned toad as well as the alligator. Apart from this, Gila monster is found only in this particular region. The next is actually the amphibia. The amphibia are nothing but they are the urodils. Now these urodils actually include salamanders. Then you have got the hellbender. Then you have neotenic larva called as axolotl larva. Then you have eel-like siren. Then the Congo eel is present, and also you have tiger salamanders, which are called, that is ambiostoma. And also you have got the newts, which include the smooth newt and the great crested newt, and as well as the banded newt. So this is with reference to the amphibia. Apart from that, you also have the alpine newt, then you have the bosco newt. Then there are certain dusky salamanders are there, then you have red-black salamander as well as the Jordan salamander. So this is about the, what do you say, the amphibia. So this is only the urodils. So the urodils include all these things. So under urodila, you find salamanders. Then you find the helibender. Then different types of, what do you say, eel-like siren is there, Congo eel is there, tiger salamanders are there. Then you have different types of newts, like in the form of smooth newt, great crested newt, banded newt. Then apart from this banded newt, you have alpine newt, Bosca newt, and all those things. Then you also have the dusky salamanders, then red-backed salamander, as well as the Jordan salamander. So all these actually come under the urodils, which come under the amphibia. Now, next is anurans. Now, the anura includes what? American belt toad. You have then that is called as the Leopelma, the North American bullfrog, and you have got the leopard frog, which is found in these grassy meadows. Then Rana cascade and Buffo boreas actually inhabit this particular region. And you, apart from this, you also have the desert space foot toad, which is adapted to this particular region only. The other toad species like oak toad, then you have got southwestern toad, and also the giant toad are also present in this particular region. So both the amphibians actually are being represented by both the anurans as well as the Urodales. So a number of toads, a number of salamanders, newts, sirens, and you have the geckos, that is the lizards, are being found in this particular region. The next, coming to the fishes. Now the fishes are number of carps are being present belonging to Cyprinidae family, and also perches are perches, that is anabas species. So you have a number of carps belonging to Cyprinidae and also perches. Then Holostri are actually endemic. That include only two surviving ganoid fishes. One is called as the bowfin fish, that is called Amia, found galva, which is found in American lakes. And apart from that, 7 species of garpike, that is also Lepidosteus, is found in the American rivers. So these are found only in this particular region. And then apart from this, you also have the paddlefish, which is called as a polydion, which occurs in the Mississippi River of America, and it represents the Celtic style. Another species of paddlefish is also present in China. So these fishes actually have paddle-like snout, so that carries the sensory organs for locating the prey, and hence they are called as a paddle fishes. So apart from these, you also have got the emerald catfishes, then you have got the moon eyes as well as the bass family. So these are some of the fishes actually that are found in this particular region, that is the Nearctic region. So majority of them are carps, no doubt, but among them, and also perches are there, but among them that are exclusively present in this particular region includes what? It includes the holostyle, you have bowfin, that is Amia calva, as well as the the Lepidosteus, that is garpike. So these are commonly found in this particular region only, apart from the other places. Apart from these, they also have the paddle fishes. Different types of paddle fishes are there. Then you have got the moon eyes, emerald catfishes are also present in this particular region. They say that actually the fauna of this Nearctic region is rich in reptiles. You have a number of reptiles, and is also a complex of tropical as well as a temperate animals. So the Nearctic region holds a rich fauna with reference to the reptiles when compared to that of the other animals. So next is the sub-regions of this Nearctic region. So like Palearctic, we have seen how the Palearctic region is subdivided into different regions. So likewise here also, the Nearctic region is further divided into different regions. So these are called as the sub-regions of the Nearctic realm. So we'll see what are those. One is called as the Californian Rocky Mountains. Then you have Allegheny, the Canadian. Now Californian actually is a narrow strip which is found between Sierra Nevada and Cascade Range. It is from Vancouver to the British Columbia. Means it actually includes these particular places. Then the fauna of this particular region includes 86 families of vertebrates that include only the vampire and the free-tailed bats. Then the Rocky Mountains is the second sub-region. It includes dry mountainous regions and is present in east of California. And here it contains about 107 families of terrestrial vertebrates, which includes pronghorns. And then you have mountain goat, American bison, prairie dogs, as well as the Tilodon. Then next you have Allegheny. Allegheny actually includes eastern region of USA. And the fauna over here has opossum. Then you have got the star-nosed mole, vampire bats, turkeys, as well as the mud eel, that is called siren. Then Canadian region, that is this sub-region includes Canada, Greenland, as well as Alaska. And here the fauna is very, very poor, and it resembles the Palearctic region. And the commonly found animals are the reindeer, sheep, bisons, the lemmings, polar bear, eel, as well as the Arctic fox. So these are some of the the sub-regions of the Nearctic region, and within this sub-region also, what is the fauna that is actually being present in this particular sub-region we have seen. So with this, the Nearctic region or the Nearctic realm is over. Now, next region is the African region. Now, coming to the African region, This region actually includes Africa, that is continental Africa, south of Sahara Desert. You all know actually in the Africa you have got the Sahara Desert. So this particular region actually includes only the continental Africa south of Sahara Desert, and this is mainly a tropical region. So here the temperature is climate. So it is basically a tropical region having evergreen forest and grasslands in the central as well as in the eastern parts, and there is a desert in the north. So here the northern region is occupied by the deserts, whereas the central as well as in the eastern parts you have got a evergreen forest as well as the grasslands are being there. So here the temperature is, tropical region. Okay. Now, with reference to the fauna, again, here also you find a number of, the families which represent the mammals, aves, reptiles, amphibians, as well as the fishes. Now, we'll see what are the different mammals, aves, reptiles, amphibians, and fishes are being present. Now, coming to the mammals are being represented by 38 families. For 38 families of the mammals are present in this, out of which only 12 are exclusive, and the rest are actually shared with neotropical and oriental regions. That means only 12, the families of these particular mammals are found in this particular region, whereas others are also present in neotropical as well as in the oriental region. So the animals having worldwide distribution means they are present throughout the other regions also include shrews, rabbits, squirrels, mice, dogs. You have got the myrid mice, cats, and bovids as well as the antelopes. The exclusive animals which include the giraffes, then you have got the hippopotamus, then you have got the aardvark or the cape ant eater belonging to this tubuli dentata. Then you have rock hyrax, golden mole, elephant shrew, small deer-like water. Then you have got the bush babies and lemurs. So there are also 6 endemic families of the rodents and 3 of the insectivores. So this is about this. But there are no camels, bees, and tigers in this particular region. So you don't find any camels, bears, as well as the tigers in this particular region. So the animals that are being shared with the Oriental include lorises, monkeys, then apes, pangolins, cheetah, elephants, as well as the rhinoceros. So this is about the mammals. The next coming to the aves. Now aves here, the bird fauna, when you see, so it almost resembles to that of the Oriental region, because since Africa is very close to the Oriental region, so whatever the fauna that exists over here are being shared with the Oriental region also. So the bird fauna, they say, has more affinities with that of the Oriental region. So the birds actually that are found include cuckoos, woodpeckers, then you have hornbill, sunbirds, herons, orioles, birds of prey, storks, parrots, pigeons, fowls, the guinea fowl, hornbill, swallows, as well as the bee eaters. So these are some of the actually the fauna or the bird fauna which shared affinities with that of the Oriental region. That means we can say that the birds just now that I have told you are present both in the African region as well as in the Oriental region. Okay. Now the aves families that are exclusively found only in this particular African region are ostrich. Then you have got the secretary bird. Then you have hammerhead bird, which feed on the frogs and as well as the fish. Then you have crested taurocos, then ground hornbill, mouse birds, as well as a helmet shrike. So these are actually some of the birds that are exclusively found in this particular area. They are found no other where, but they are found only in this particular African region. Now, apart from these, the 2 species of oxpeckers called as yellow bill as well as the red bill are also present, which feeds on the ticks and other ectoparasites. Okay. So this is about the aves. Now coming to the reptiles, the crocodiles as well as the turtles. Turtles abound, and few lizards also belonging to family. Lacidae and Agamidae are also present over here. So reptiles include, we can say, crocodiles. It includes the turtles and also the few lizards. Spiny lizard of the family Purvey is restricted to this particular region. Then you also find chameleon, which occurs also in the Oriental region. Then the snakes include pythons, diplops, and biting vipers, crocodiles like crocodilus. Then you have got the osteolamus in West Africa and osteoliferan in the Congo. So these are some of the reptiles actually that you find in the African region. Then coming to the amphibians. Now amphibians, you don't find any urodils, but you have only the anurans, like you have frogs as well as the toads are being present, like African toad, African frog, and African shovel-nosed frog are being present. And you also have a flying frog, which is called as a Rhacophorus. It is also present, but here Rana and as well as the buffalo they are totally absent. And apart from this, the xenopus and the aquatic clawed toads are also present, and the limbless amphibians are also being present in this particular region. Now, this is about the amphibians. Now, coming to the fishes. Now, you have lungfishes. You all know actually there are three different types of lungfishes, like you have Protopterus, Neo, Ceratodus, as well as the Lepidosiren. So, among these, the lungfishes have two species of Protopterus that live in the rivers and the lakes of the tropics. Context type is represented by 10 species. 10 species. Then next you have 10 species. There are catfishes, carps, clarions, and generally the fish fauna is diverse. So you have got a number of, diversified fish fauna, you can say. You have got the lungfishes are there. Apart from these lungfishes, as I told you, you also find the contictized fishes. It is being represented by about 10 species, like Polypterus. Then you have got the electric eel is there, which is present particularly in this region. Then you have catfishes, carps, then Charsina or Caracina, and generally the fish fauna. Actually, you find a number of fishes are there, so that's why we can say that the fish fauna that you find over in this particular region is diverse. And the fauna shows overwhelming similarity with that of the Oriental region. So we can say that since they are very close by and the climate is almost very same, so the faunal characteristics, okay, of the Oriental region as well as that of the African region are almost similar. So next, now before going to the Oriental region, so we'll see what are the different sub-regions of the African region. Now coming to the different sub-regions of the African region, they are East African, West African, South African, as well as the Malagasy. So we can say that the African region is subdivided into four different zones or four different regions. They are East African, West African, South African, and the Malagasy. Now coming to East African includes the tropical Africa as well as the tropical Arabia. Here the fauna, you have about 145 families of the vertebrates are being present. They include rhinoceros, zebra, giraffe, cheetah, spotted hyena, as well as the lions. Now coming to West Africa, West Africa extends up to the Congo and it includes the forest. And here the fauna, you have about 134 families of vertebrates are being present, including gorilla, chimpanzee, monkeys, baboons, and the flying squirrel. Coming to South Africa, here it includes south portion or southern portion of Africa. The fauna contains or includes 133 families of vertebrates, like such as ostriches and secretary birds are present. Mammals include the golden mole, then elephant shrew, jumping mice, aardvark, as well as a naked mole. Now coming to Malagasy, includes Madagascar, Mauritius, Seychelles, as well as the neighboring islands. And here the fauna actually has 86 families. Out of them, only which 8 are endemic. The other are they are lemurs as well as the common tentrec. Then helmet birds, cuckoo, and rollers, as well as the rough tailor snakes are also present in this. And you have the flightless birds, which includes dodo, which was related to flightless pigeon became extinct, which became extinct actually during the hunting by man. So this is about the different, you can say, the sub-regions or how this African region is divided to sub-regions and what are the specific fauna related with the fishes, amphibians, reptiles, and all those things present in this particular region. Now, the next region actually, or the next realm, you have got the Oriental realm. Now, the Oriental realm actually includes the Indian subcontinent. So this region includes what? The Indian subcontinent, southern China, south of 30-degree latitude, Malaya, Philippines, Indonesia, up to the Valles line. So these are some of the regions actually which come under this or which fall under this particular region that is called as a Oriental region. So there are rainforests in the east, high mountains in the north, and the western part is arid. Along the southern coast or southwestern coast, there is a forested low mountainous belt. So that is about the climate of this Oriental region. So the Oriental region. Coming to the fauna. Now, fauna again is represented by, the vertebrate fauna represented in the form of mammals. You can say fishes, amphibians, reptiles, apes, as well as the mammals. Now, coming to mammals, about 30 families of the mammals are being present, out of which 5 of them are endemic to this particular region. They include the Galeopithecus, which is called as a caligo, a gliding mammal with furred membranes stretched between the forelimb as well as the hind limb. Apart from these, you have got the tree shrews as well as the arboreal tarsiers. Then spiny dormouse is also present. Then about 25% of the fauna that is being present actually is shared with Africa. That includes old world monkeys, lorises, apes, and then you have got pangolin or scaly anteater. Then you have got the bamboo tree, elephants, rhinoceros, as well as a lion population. So about 25% of the fauna that is being shared with the African continent. Then fauna shared with Palearctic region also. So some of the what do you say, the animals that are found in the Palearctic are also found in this particular region, which includes hedgehog, marsupial, civets, lynx, hyenas, pigs, and then you have got the bear as well as the red panda. Then apart from these, tapir, which is called as a tapirus, is found in Sumatra and Borneo in neotropical element. So there are no moles, no tapirs, bears, as well as the deers, which are absent in the Africa. Okay. So this is about the with reference to the mammals that is found in the Oriental realm or in the Oriental region. Now, coming to the aves, now they say about 66 families of the birds out of the 66 families, only 53 families actually are widespread, and they include, the woodpeckers and barbets are widespread. Apart from these, you also have the peacocks are there, Argus pheasants are there, cattle egrets are there, as well as the jungle fowl. So these are some of the aves that you find in this Oriental region. Then also you have sunbirds, hornbills, parrots, cuckoos, and also pheasants. So these are shared with, the different regions also. Some of them are also found in Africa, some of them are found in Palearctic, some of them are found in the Nearctic. So this is about the aval fauna. Then the exclusive birds, means which are found only in this particular region, they are called as a fairy bluebird. A fairy bluebird, which is found in the Philippines, where actually it follows troops of monkeys to feed on the insects. Then there are also 4 genera and 14 species of the leaf birds are also being present. Okay. The next you have white-headed trogon, which is found only in the Indonesia, and a monkey-eating eagle is also which has becoming endangered, is also found in the dense forest of the Philippines. So these are totally endemic. This means these are present only in that particular region. They are not found anywhere else. So this is with reference to the aves actually that is found in the Oriental region. Next, you have the reptiles. Now, reptiles, a number of reptiles actually are being present, and they are represented by a plenty of lizards, turtles, then snakes, that is poisonous snakes like pythons. Then you have crocodiles, lizards belonging to America, and like geckos, then stings, calotes, draco, chameleon. Apart from these, you also have the king cobras, common cobras, typhlops. Then you have the xenopeltid snakes, europeltid snakes, as well as the sea snakes. Then coming to crocodiles, now you have the crocodiles all belonging to crocodile species. Then you have the gavialis is also present. Apart from that, tomistoma is also found in the water. Then alligator is also found in the southern China. So this is with reference to the reptiles. Coming to amphibia, now amphibia you all know it includes the frogs and toads mostly. So the frogs and toads actually are being present, and cecilians are represented by ichthyophis and Geginophis. Then you have got the tree frogs. Then flying frogs are there. It's called Rhacophorus, and they're found in Western Ghats in India. Apart from that, you also have tail amphibia, which are very few in number, and they're present only in the northern Indochina. Then you have fire-bellied toads are also exclusive, and they extend in the Palearctic range. So this is about the amphibians. Now coming to fishes. Now the fishes are actually, you have they're dominated by carps, means majority of the fishes actually are the carps and the catfishes. Then you have got the louches, bullets, and mud eels are also exclusive to this region. That means they are found only in this particular region. One species of the condescending paddlefish called as the Polydon is present in the what is the Yangtze River of the China. Another species of this group occurs in the American rivers. Okay. So when you observe all these things, they say that actually the fauna of this particular region, that is Oriental region, it shows similarity with that of the Ethiopian region because of their proximity and the similar environmental conditions. Okay, so that is the reason why, and almost it have got a great affinity with that of the, the Oriental region has got great affinity with that of the Ethiopian region because of the similar climatic conditions. So that means the fauna, with reference to the faunal diversity or with reference to the fauna, they have got a close affinity. Okay. Now coming to the different regions of the Oriental region or subdivisions or sub-regions of this Oriental region. Now we'll see the how with reference to the other the regions we have seen just now. No, they have been divided into different sub-regions or the different sub zones. Now likewise, even the Oriental region have been classified or divided into different sub-regions. Now what are those? One is called as the Indian and the other one is called as the Indo-Ceylonese. Indian as in Ceylonese, and the third one is the Indo-Chinese, and the fourth one is the Indo-Malayan. So we can say that the Oriental region is divided into four. One is called as the Indian, then you have got the Indo-Ceylonese, next Indo-Chinese, and the fourth one is Indo-Malayan. Now we'll see one by one what are these. Now Indian region, sub-region actually is Indian subcontinent up to the foot of Himalayas and south up to Mysore. East and Western Ghats are and Western Ghats. So they have got all tropical rainforest. They also have got the rocky hills in the central part and desert in the northwest. So that is the climate. Now here you have got a varied fauna is being present. Like you have Tibetan wild ass is present in Ladakh and Himachal Pradesh. Wild ass actually is also found in Kutch. Then you have golden langur, which is found in Assam. Then you have Indian pangolin and great Indian bustard. So these are some of the, what do you say, the fauna that are present only in this particular area. Then you have got Indo-Ceylonese, which includes Sri Lanka and southern parts of India, containing Tamil Nadu as well as the Kerala. It means it includes even the Tamil Nadu as well as the Kerala. So this region you call it as a Indo-Ceylonese region. Now the fauna, if you observe here, the fauna includes lorises as well as elephants. Apart from that, so in the loris you have slender loris is there, slow loris is there, and you also have the lion-tailed monkey and the giant squirrel monkey. Giant squirrel, sorry. So these are actually some of the the fauna that is being present in this Indo-Ceylonese. Next is what Indo-Chinese. Indo-Chinese actually includes the China south up to 30-degree latitude, Burma as well as the Thailand. And here mostly the fauna are panda. Then you have the gibbons, flying lemur, lynx, deer, Chinese pangolin, red panda, snow leopard, as well as a clouded leopard. Apart from that, red shanked, the langur is also completely, it is present and it is completely arboreal, and it is found or endemic only in Southeast Asia and Southeast Asia. And cat langur is endemic in Vietnam. So these are some of the, the fauna that is being present. Apart from that, there are also Indo-Chinese Wati pig, as well as Javan Wati pig, Sumatran, and the economite striped ducks. So then you have the crested Argus pheasant, which is endemic to Laos and Vietnam, and it possesses about 70 inches long tail feathers. So they are found only in this particular region, not anywhere else. Then you also have the rhinoceros snake. Then you have got the green arboreal snake and also the green, the Percanelop lizard, which is endemic to the Indo-China. Then you have whipping frog is also being present, which is present in this particular region. So this is about the fauna which is found in the Indo-Chinese region. So Indo-Chinese region actually includes the China, south up to 30-degree latitude, Burma as well as the Thailand. And the last sub-region is called as the Indo-Malayan region. Now the Indo-Malayan region actually includes Malayan Peninsula and islands of Malaya Archipelago as well as Indonesia. Now the fauna includes the orangutan, then you have got the proboscis monkey, Malayan badger, and then you have tupia, gibbons, flying lemurs, tapirs, and broadbills. Then also rhinoceros is there, which is the lesser one-horned rhinoceros, and it is found only in Java. And rhinoceros unicornis is also found in India as well as in the Nepal. Apart from this, swamp deer is also present. So this is the fauna actually which is confined or which is present only in the Indo-Malayan region. So like this, we have seen just now the Oriental region, like other different zoo geographical realms, they are also divided into four sub-regions. So the four sub-regions we have seen just now. What are the four different regions? Now, the four different regions include the Indian, then you have got the Indo-Ceylonese, then Indo-Chinese, then you have got the Indo-Malay. The next zoo geographical realm is the Neotropical region. Neotropical region or the Neotropical realm includes South America, Mexico, most of the Mexican city or the Mexico, West Indies, as well as the Caribbean island. Here, the climate is mostly tropical, but the southern part extends up to the temperate into the temperate zone. And here you have got the rainforest, which is present mostly on the western side, and the grasslands are present in the middle in Argentina, and you have got the Andes mountain, which is present on the western coast. So this is about the climate of the Neotropical region. Now coming to the fauna, with reference to mammals, about 32 families of these mammals are present, out of which only 16 of them are unique in nature. And the widely distributed animals, I mean, which share with other, regions or the realms are, it includes shrews, rabbits, squirrels, mice, dogs, pigs, cats, as well as the deers. Camels are represented by two species, two species of lemma, that is Vincina and Guanaco. Then you have they are domesticated breeds of these species. Apart from that, there are also three species of tapirs, of which only one species occurs in the Oriental region. Then next is the monkeys, which include spider monkeys, squirrel monkeys, howlers, and then you have the capuchin as well as the marmosets, which belong. The next endemic mammals. Now the endemic mammals means which are present only in this particular include six-banded armadillo is present. Then you have got the armadillo dasypus. Two-toed sloth is present. Three-toed sloth is present. Apart from that, three species of anteaters and 11 endemic families of rodents are also present, and 5 endemic families of bats, which include the disc-winged bats, are also present. So this is what you say about the fauna that is being present. Then you have got the marsupials. Now the marsupials actually belonging to family Didelphi, about 12 genera, which includes opossum. Then you have got the water opossum, and also you have opossum rat is there. So the common opossum actually is also spread to the Nearctic region where it has adapted to that particular climatic conditions. Then you don't find any hedgehogs, moles, beavers, hyenas, corvids, as well as the horses in this region. Okay, so this is about what do you say the mammals. Now, next coming to the aves. Now, when you talk about the aves, 50% of the avian fauna actually is endemic to this particular area, due to which South America is known as the bird continent. So it is called as nothing but the bird continent because it has got maximum number of the avian fauna is present. Out of 67 families of the birds, 25 of them are endemic to this particular region. So they are batteries like tinamous is there, toucans are there. Then you have got the beaks. Then you have got the trumpeters, outzin, cock of the rock, oil birds, and several species of the macaw such as yellow macaw, Hans macaw, red-bellied macaw, and red and blue macaw. So quail is the only member of the Galliformes here. So even bee hummingbird is also found in this particular region. Ostriches are also there, which are being represented by Ria, and the common birds actually, which are found in other regions are herons, and then you have ibis, dogs, ducks, hawks, owls, then plover, cuckoos. So there is no scarcity of the birds, we can say. So American continent, this particular region has got a very good avian fauna. The next is what reptiles. Now reptiles are also a number of reptiles are being present in the form of snakes. Then you have got the iguanid lizards, crocodiles. Then you have got the camel, that is alligator, as well as the turtles. So these some of these lizards are endemic to this particular area. There are also three boas are there. Then anacondas are there, pit vipers are there, as well as the coral snakes. Mud turtles are also shared with other regions. Then coming to amphibia, you have tree frogs such as the Brazilian tree frog, like in the form of Hyla, Hylodus, Cuban tree frog, Venezuelan tree frog. So a number of actually frogs are being present, and tree frogs are also present. Then Actually, we can say that this particular region has got a number of tree frogs belonging to different families. The next is your fishes. Now, in when you talk about the fishes, there are no carps. Carps are exclusively, I mean, they're totally absent in this particular area. Apart from these carps, you have other fish fauna, and these include actually electric eel, catfishes, and also kerosene fishes. Lungfishes are represented by lepidosiren, which is found only in the Amazon river. Okay, so we can say the fauna of this neotropical region is rich in endemic families. Almost about 40 families are endemic out of 155 families of vertebrates. So the other fauna is shared with the Nearctic as well as the other tropics. So this is about the what do you say, the neotropical region. Now coming to the subdivisions of this neotropical region, we can say neotropical region is divided into four again, like you have got the Chilean region, Brazilian region, Mexican region, as well as Antillian or the West Indies. Chilean region includes west coast of South America and embracing summits of Andes, Peru, as well as Bolivia. And here the fauna is chinchilla, llama, oilbirds, as well as rhea. Coming to Brazilian, it has tropical forest up to the Isthmus of Panama, also open plains as well as the pasture lands. The fauna includes Old World, New World monkeys, vampire bats, tree marsupial, sloths, armadillo, opossum, tapirs, spiny mice, as well as caveman. Coming to Mexican, it includes Mexico as well as northern islands of Isthmus of Panama and Rocky Mountains also. The fauna has mud terrapins, tapirs, as well as the lithodontids. Now coming to Antillian or West Indies, here it includes Caribbean islands except the Tobago and the Trinidad. Now it contains mountainous and rocky areas covered in forests. So here the fauna is very, very poor and native mammals are absent totally. Now the last region is the Australian region. Now we'll see this region actually includes what Australia, Tasmania, New Guinea, New Zealand, islands east of Wallis lines. Now here, if you see the climate over here, New Guinea actually is tropical with rainforest. Eastern Australia is covered with lush green forest. Western Australia is desert, and there are grasslands in the middle. Now, coming to the fauna, we have a number of fauna again with reference to the other, what is regions also. Now, about mammals, 8 of the 9 families of the marsupials are unique over here. There are 52 genera of 6 families of marsupials that are unique and they are not found in the neotropical region. So here they show parallelism and their counterpart placentals in other parts of the world. So placental mammals are being present in here, and these mammals actually were introduced by man, or some of them actually immigrated themselves. So they include what? Rodents, bats, rabbits, foxes, rats, mice, dingo dogs, cats, pigs, as well as the murid mice. Now, monotremes is also present in this, and they are represented by Ornithorhynchus and Echidna. Coming to birds, about 58 families of the birds are present, out of which 44 of them are widely distributed. The species having a wide range of trigon, which are found only these include trogons, hawks, kingfishers, cuckoos, parrots, as well as the pigeons. Now, some of the fauna that are shared with other oriental region are the frogmouths, wood swallows, then you have the flower peckers as well as the megapods. About 10 families of the endemic birds are being present, which include what? Cassowary, emu, kiwi, lyrebird, doverbird, honeysuckers, birds of the paradise, megapods, kookaburra, or laughing jackless birds. Okay? And birds not present are pheasants, finches, barbets, as well as the woodpeckers. Now, this is the next coming to reptiles. Now, reptiles are pythons, biting snakes are there, ellipid coral snakes, geckos, shrimps, then agamid lizards, then you have scale-footed lizard and Kokomodo dragon. Then crocodiles as well as the turtles. Then sphinodon is also found exclusively in the New Zealand. So these are about the what do you say, the reptiles with reference to the Australian region. Now coming to the amphibia. Now amphibians, there are no tailed amphibians over here. The common toads are absent and the frogs are very, very few. The tree frogs are present belonging to family Hylidae. Now next is your fishes. Now it includes freshwater fishes, but they are very, very rare in nature. And the lungfish actually is restricted to Burnett and Mary rivers in the Queensland. The fauna of this region is very, very poor in the freshwater fishes. amphibians as well as the reptiles. So there is no uniqueness with reference to mammals, and the affinities exist only with that of Oriental as well as the South American faunas. Now coming to the divisions of the Australian region. Now, like the other different regions, even the Australian region or the Australian realm has been classified into four different regions. One is called Australo-Malayan, Australian, Polynesian, as well as the New Zealand. Now we'll see one by one what are these different regions, how they have been divided, and what is the fauna that exists under this particular region. Now coming to Australo-Malayan, Australian Malayan, it includes Malaya, Archipelago, Moluccas, Solomon Islands, New Guinea, and the fauna includes 130 families of vertebrates. Birds are crown pigeons, birds of paradise, honey eaters, cuckoos, bowerbirds, and cassowars are present. And apart from these, there are also fly river turtles, flying phalanges, as well as tree frogs. Then Australian region includes Australia and Tasmania. About 98 families of these vertebrates actually are present. And this particular region actually is a home for monotremes and marsupials. So monotremes include short-nosed echidna, long-nosed echidna, and duck-billed platypus. Marsupials include marsupial rat like kangaroos. So they are found only in this particular Australian region. Then Tasmanian devil. Then you have koala, horny opossum, marsupial mole, as well as a rabbit bandicoot is also present. Then you have Tasmanian wolf is there, then which became extinct now. Now, apart from these, you have scrub birds, lyrebirds, emus, and plenty of cobras are there. Tailed amphibians are totally absent. Next is pollination. It includes it includes Polynesia and adjoining islands. The fauna is very, very poor, containing only 53 families. You have tooth-billed pigeon is unique in this. The next is the New Zealand. It includes New Zealand, Norfolk Island, Auckland, and Campbell Island. The fauna over here is murid bats, owl parrots, nestler parrots, kiwi, as well as the sphenodon and frog. Flightless owl parrot or the calcapo is also being present in this particular region. And you also have a kia, which is a carnivorous parrot. And giant moa also is being present in this particular region, which became extinct almost by 1600 AD. So this is all about the different zoo geographical realms. We have seen today we have discussed about the different zoo geographical realms and how the world actually have been divided into different zoo geographical realms based on the distribution of the animals. So we have seen that Slater, then Darlington, Wallace, as well as Huxley. So they have actually have played a pioneer roles in the dividing the world, you can say, or the earth into six zoo geographical realms or zoo geographical regions based on their what is a distribution of the animal, that is distribution of the fauna. So the modern concept, or you can say the modern classification of the Wallace actually is being considered throughout the world, and because he is considered to be the father of the modern zoo geography, and he classified actually the world into six zoo geographical realms. So we have seen today what are the six geographical realms, like you have Nearctic, Palearctic, then you have Ethiopian, Oriental, um, Neotropical, as well as the Australian. So how these, what is the climate of this particular region, and under this particular region, what are the different continents that come under this particular region, and what is the fauna with reference to the vertebrates, like starting from the fishes to that of the, what is it, mammals. So this is all about for
సరే పబ్లిషింగ్ అయితే లేట్ పట్టిద్ది అని అన్నాడు మనం పేపర్ కమ్యూనికేట్ చేస్తే కాకపోతే యాక్సెప్ట్ అయినట్టే ఉంటే లెటర్ అయిపోతుంది. అట్లా అట్లా కదా, రైటే కదా. ఇంకా అనుకుంటా. అవును, వేస్ట్ కదా. ఉమ్, సరే ఇంకా అనుకుంటాను. ఆ,
ఎవ్వరు లేరు, గోడలకు చెప్పినట్టే ఉంది.
అంటే సార్, గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ సార్. సార్ బాగున్నారా? అవునా, మాట్లాడచ్చు సార్. ఏమన్నా బిజీ ఉన్నారా? సాయంత్రం మాట్లాడండి. అదే ఇప్పుడు మనది ప్రోగ్రామ్ 7th అనుకున్నాం కదా సార్. మనము అదే వెబినార్ 7th అనుకున్నాం కదా, March 7. ఫిబ్రవరి లాస్ట్ వీక్ ఏమైనా చేయగలం సార్? 24, 25. అంతేనా? ఉమ్. అదే అదే మీరు చాలా బిజీ ఉన్నారు. అవును, అదే చాలా బిజీ ఉన్నారు. ఈ 21, 22. చెప్తారా? సరే చెప్పండి. అవునా, చేశారు ఇక March 7 అనుకున్నాను. నాకేంటంటే ప్రాబ్లము, మార్చిలో ఎమ్మటే పేమెంట్స్ అన్ని బిల్స్ అన్ని క్లోజ్ చేయాలి సెటిల్మెంట్. సో నాకు ఈజీగా ఉంటది కదా అని. ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. అంతే అంతే. జూమ్ ఐడియాను డేట్ మార్క్స్. ఈ మన ఇష్టం సార్, ఎంత మందినైనా జాయిన్ కానీ ఆ రోజు పెట్టినారే కదా, జూమ్ ఐడియా కదా. ఆ, అవునా? అయ్యో, అవునా? ఆహా. నేను కనుక్కుంటాను సార్. ఆహా. మాకు ఎక్కువే ఉంటుంది సార్, ఎందుకంటే యూనివర్సిటీ తరఫున చేస్తాం కాబట్టి. 1 అవర్ సార్. ఓకే, నో ఇష్యూ. అదేంటంటే మనకి అది రికార్డ్ అయింది సార్. రికార్డ్ అయింది, మీది రికార్డ్ అయ్యి యూట్యూబ్ లో పెడతారు అన్నమాట. సరే, ఓకే. అండ్ అవునవును, కొద్దిగా పిల్లలకి తెలుగు మీడియం కూడా ఉంటాయి. ఉమ్. సార్ అదే విధంగా థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, మొన్న ఒక పేపర్ అది ఓకే అయింది, యాక్సెప్ట్ చేశారు. సార్ అదే విధంగా ఇంకొక ఎవరు. ఆ, అవును అవును, అయితే వేరే వాళ్ళు ఇంకొకళ్ళు అడుగుతున్నారు సార్. అయితే ప్రీవియస్ డేట్ తోటి ఏమైనా ఇస్తారా, అంటే లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఏమి డబ్బులు ఇస్తా ఉంటున్నారు. ముందు డేట్ తోటి ఏమన్నా, ముందు డేట్ తోటి అట్లా వచ్చారా? ఓకే. అవునవును. ఓకే. ఉమ్, ఉమ్, అవును. ఆ, అవును. అవును. ఉమ్, అదే 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 అదే. ఉమ్, సరే. అవును. ఉమ్, సరే, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ. మీటింగ్ నేనే ఆగుతున్నాను సార్, ఇప్పుడు వేరే వేరే బిజీలో ఉన్నాను. ఈ ఏప్రిల్ లో వెళదాం అనుకుంటున్నాను. మీరు ఎప్పుడు అయిపోతుంది సార్? ఆ, అవును, ఎమ్మటే అయిపోద్ది. మాకు ఈడ చక్రపాణి సార్ వచ్చిండు, 2 months లో 2 సార్లు పెట్టిండు సిఏఎస్. అవును. ఆ, అవును. ఉమ్, అదేలే. ఉహు, ఓకే. ఉమ్, సార్, మార్చుకోవచ్చు, మార్చుకోవచ్చు. అవును, అవును. షూర్ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ సార్. ఇది బెస్ట్ కదా అట్లుంటే. ఆ, సరే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ఓకే. అన్న అన్న అట్లా పాత డేట్ తో యూట్యూబ్ కుదరదు. కావాలంటే ఇప్పుడు స్పీడ్ కావాలంటే విత్ ఇన్ 2-3 days అయినా యాక్సెప్టెన్స్ యాక్సెప్టెన్స్ ఇస్తాను నేను. పాత డేట్ తోటి ఎవరంటున్నాను. అడిగాను నేను. అదేం సార్ మీరు ఎట్లాగో ఆయన అంటున్నాడు కదా అంటే ప్రొఫెసర్ ఇది వెబ్ ఆఫ్ సైన్స్ కదా సార్ యూజీసీ కేర్ ఉంది అట్లా ఇవ్వరు." అదేనాని లేదు సార్ నేను చూసాను ఇండెక్స్ ఏం కనపడట్లేదు కదా అన్నాను. లేదండి ఉంది మీరు ఎట్లా చూసారని కాన్ఫిడెంట్ చెప్తుంది నేను. ఈ ఎందుకు లేవు అది కానీ వాడేది కాకపోతే ఉండదు సార్ అట్లా ఇవ్వరు. అట్లా ఇస్తున్నారంటే అది వేస్ట్ జర్నల్ అటువంటి కూడా తీసుకోకండి నా సజెషన్. ఇప్పుడు మనది యూజీసీ జర్నలే కావాలంటే నీకు ఒక 2 రోజుల ముందు అంటే ఎమ్మటే ఇమీడియట్ కావాలంటే ఇమీడియట్ గా ఇప్పిస్తారు యాక్సెప్టెన్స్. కానీ జర్నల్ యాక్సెప్టెన్స్ ఇస్తారంట. నాది ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళు పబ్లిషింగ్ కి 2 months ఒకసారి 3 months ఒకసారి ఉంటుంది కదా దాని ప్రకారం చేస్తారంట. యాక్సెప్టెన్స్ అయినట్టు ఇమీడియట్ గా ఇస్తా అంటారు. ఓకే. అబ్బా, పావని గారు పావని వచ్చారు. అవునండి. అచ్చా అచ్చా అట్లా వస్తుందా. ఏం కాలేదు అట్లా ఏం అడగట్లేదు కదా నన్ను. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఓపెన్ చేసే ఉన్నాను మేడం మెయిల్. ఏం రాలేదు. సెండ్ ఐటమ్స్ చెప్. నాకు అంటే ఇది నాది కాదు మేడం వేరే ఆయన అదే శివారెడ్డి చేసి నాకు ఇట్లా పంపించాడు అదే నీకు పంపించాను ఫార్వర్డ్ చేసి. ఇది ఓపెన్ కాదా మేడం ఇట్లా పెడితే. నాకేం రిక్వెస్ట్ రావట్లేదు మేడం నా బాధ అది. నాకు రిక్వెస్ట్ నేను తీసుకుంటామంటారా తీసుకుంటామంటారా నేను పెన్ డ్రైవ్. ఓకే మేడం పెన్ డ్రైవ్ తీసుకుంటాం. ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేశాను నేను ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తే అది నా దాంట్లో ఒకటే ఫైల్ ఉంది. ఇదంతా ఒకటే ఫైల్. అదే అంటే బుక్ ఉంది మేడం అరౌండ్ 250 pages ఉంది అందులో. ఉమ్, ఆ, ఓకే నేను వస్తున్నా ఆగండి.
ఇక్కడ ఇది కనిపిస్తలేదు.
ఏంటిదండి?
చాకు. ఇట్లనే 2 ముక్కలు చేయనా చేతితో వాష్ చేసి. పప్పాయ కూడా ఉండే ఇంట్లో. అవి అక్కడివి ఫామ్ హౌస్ వి ఆ పప్పాయ. అది ఇంత పెద్ద పెద్ద ఉండే 2 ఇచ్చిండ్రు. వీళ్ళ హస్బెండ్ వాళ్ళ ఫ్రెండ్ వాళ్ళది ఉంది. తీసుకుని నువ్వు ఇలాగే స్ట్రాంగ్ అవుతుంది. అది తినేసేయి. నాది అయిపోయింది. ఇది దీంట్లో పెడుతున్నా కింద పెట్టకుండా.
మేడం తినండి మేడం.
ఏ తిన్నా ఇగో తీసుకున్నా నేను కూడా.
ఇది తినండి.
చాలు నాకు తిన్నా నేను తినేసా. ఒక బండలో అయిపోతుంది. ఒక బండలో అయిపోతుంది. ఒకటి చేసా ఒకటి స్టార్ట్ చేసిన.